Right arm fast. They're right about that last bit. Fast. Shoaib Akhtar on the Kirkstall Lane end. Quick and straight. And every time I've seen this man bowl, it's amazing to listen to the crowd reaction. The crowd really get involved.
Yes, well, it's the sort of thing that happens when a guy gets the reputation for being the fastest in the world. And, well, they love him everywhere, don't they? The fast, furious young bowler. And this is one of those. He's right up there. He's disappointed, in fact, that they haven't got the speed guns trained on the ball. He wanted to bowl the fastest ball ever during this World Cup.
Well, I reckon it's probably come about because the Batsmen's Union have got together and said we don't want to keep seeing that 150 kilometres an hour flashing up on the boards. Doesn't do a lot for our confidence. Now, it's interesting, he's just the way he's walking back there, he's walking like a man who's got blisters, and he did go off in the game against Scotland because of blisters. He's got new boots. They're magnificent looking boots, especially made for him, but obviously because they were so new, he did get some blistering. He's already cut the left toe out of the boots. He's just walking like a man with blisters. That's a nice shot from Ricky Ponting, hitting it in front of square. There's a very quick outfield here at Headingley.
Yes, that's a good shot and a relief as well. Ponting getting it away nicely into the gap. It was uppishly played, but off the middle of the bat. And all that matters is that it went into the gap, because you can see there it bounced around about the distance the fieldsmen are from the bat, but he placed it nicely. Yes, I spoke to Shoaib about his boots this morning. Those have been specially made for him, and they've got a very interesting heel. Yes, they've been specially made for him. He's been he was walking around in them this morning before he decided to take the scissors to them. You can see that sponge bit that runs from the heel all the way through his boots. So he's trying to take a bit of the sting out of it, a bit of the jarring out of those boots. You can see what happens here. This is there's a lot of jarring around about this area, and of course that front toe, it goes down there, slips down the boot. And that's the reason why he's cut the hole in there. A lot of fast bowlers tend to lose their big toe if they don't do that, or big toenail, should I say.
Good running from Ricky Ponting.
Listen, the other aspect of those boots is they've actually been specially made because he has a little bit of a problem with dropped arches, and he's got to be very careful with his boots.
Well, Wazzy Graham gives him pretty good advice on how to bowl, but the main thing that he tells him is go out there and get wickets. And with a total of 275 on the board, if he can snare a wicket or two, particularly in his first spell, his wickets will be like gold to Pakistan, particularly if he were to get a guy like Mark Waugh. A lot resting on Mark Waugh now for Australia. Australia have picked a long batting lineup. Damien Martin at 7. I always think if you're relying on number 7 to get you home, you're in a bit of strife. Generally 6 batsmen should be able to do the job. Quick and straight. It's 7 for 1. Ricky Ponting with a sore hand. Oh, that's quick and lifting quite sharply. Very good delivery.
Yes, watch this one just outside off stump. A good line. And Mark Waugh watching it fly over there, and a little glance down the wicket at the umpire to see whether that was in fact over shoulder height. Let's have a look at it. No, that's fair enough.
Andy Fogarty, the groundsman here at Headingley, suggesting there might be a little bit of uneven bounce. Right on line. That's one area where Shoaib Akhtar has really improved. When I first saw him, he was a little wayward, but he seems to bowl pretty accurately these days.
Yes, that was interesting. Unhappy with himself, the bowler here, and he has a huge kick, and he wasn't all that far away from the batsman, actually. Mark Waugh running away down the offside there. You can see here he gives himself a... Up goes his boot. Mark Waugh just out of picture there, not far away.
Picking up quite a few runs in that gap on the onside, and Wasim Akram has got the man behind square leg rather than in front of square leg.
Well, a little bit of niggle out there. Just watch Ponting here. Goes around, has to get around the bowler who's standing right in the middle of the pitch at the time. Ponting not entirely happy with it. Just turned around and gave him a little bit of a glare. It's on for young and old.
Before the game, Shoaib Akhtar did express an opinion that he would prefer to bowl at the other end, at the football stand end, mainly because of the run-up. Where he's coming at this end, the Kirkstall Lane end, he's running downhill for probably the first, well, he's got a long run-up, probably the first 30-odd metres of the run-up, and then just the last 3 or 4 metres, it starts to rise as it gets to the pitch area. So when you're steaming in from that distance, it's difficult. His problem, though, is the other end, the wind is perfect for Wasim Akram. So he had no chance of getting that end. An inside edge onto the pad.
He puts a lot into it, doesn't he, Shoaib? He's slightly into the breeze here, but you just watch him go. Nice and relaxed. Just leans forward here a bit and charges in. Quite a long run up he's got. Just let's keep an eye on these last few strides now. Gets in there, gets that shoulder around nicely, and that's where it all starts to happen. And that's just a little offline, that one. He's certainly a strong lad as well. Very well built.
Side again, and that man has just moved in front of square now. It's 13 for 1. In the air, just short of gully. Ijaz.
Oh, that's well fielded. He's hit the stumps direct down at the non-striker's end, and had they been running, that would have definitely been out. Yes, just closing the face, or was he closing the face there? Actually misread the length a little bit, I think, and just popped up on the offside. This is Ijaz having a shy down that far end and hitting the stumps.
Comfortably. Does have a tendency, just in the last few months, Ricky Ponting, to charge onto that front foot. The delivery that he popped up in the air out towards the gully, he was charging onto the front foot and finished up playing it above waist height off the front foot, which is strange when he's such a good back foot player.
Yes, he tends to lock that front knee. I think that's what they've been talking about. He tends to get that front knee nice and straight and ends up got himself into a bit of trouble. Gets the ball in the air back to the bowler or up in the offside.
It's a good bouncer. It's gone high and falling short of fine leg. It's a well-directed bouncer.
Yes, and he plays that shot very well. It gives you some idea of how quick this delivery was. Short, and he really didn't get onto it very well, did he? He hit the top edge, and luckily for Ponting, didn't quite go all the way. There's a fieldsman down there, and he He wasn't able to make it in. Bounce or two before it got to him. Fast delivery. Yes, it wouldn't surprise me actually if Shoaib finished his spell sooner rather than later down this end and got the wind at the other end at some stage.
A few words there from umpire Peter Willey, I think just suggesting to Shoaib Akhtar that he needs to get off the pitch a little quicker. Just the one slip in. Inzamam is quite wide. Shot from Mark Waugh.
Yes, he doesn't miss many on his legs, does he? A little further up and a little straighter and it'll go screaming through the mid-wicket area. That's where he's so strong. He's received one or two that have been relatively well pitched up in this innings so far. One on the offside this over, which had he got it right should have gone for 4 through the field. He's hit that one straight to the fieldsman, and this one, you see, he's just shaking his head a little bit there, almost as if he was unhappy that he didn't get that one wide of the fieldsman on the boundary.
Good change of pace. Completely beaten through the air there. It's 15 for 1. Continues. At the Kirkstall Lane end.
Come on, keep on line, boy, come on.
Yes, it's a sold-out match, and as a result of that, people having to improvise a bit. That's a very popular balcony. That's up at the Kirkstall Lane end. I think that guy sells tickets. He's always got a good group up there, and it's a pretty good view too, right behind the bowler's arm.
Got all the cushions and everything there. That's an excellent shot right into the gap. Don't need to hit them all that hard when the guy's bowling at 150 Ks.
Well, that's the first really loose ball we've seen him bowl. That one short outside off stump, and of course Mark Waugh loves them there. Just watch this shot. Just watch the footwork here, back and across, nicely balanced, and he's given that exactly what it deserved. Short, asking for a little bit of punishment, and it got it.
Wasim Akram now coming to mid-on. Shoaib Akhtar has said that he gets plenty of advice from the captain. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Taken off the stumps.
Well, this is more like the Australia that we know so well. They've had a tough World Cup. They haven't looked anything like the side that they can be. And all of a sudden, a couple of boundaries here. This is a lovely shot. We mentioned a little while ago how beautifully he plays those shots through the onside. So nicely balanced, and his timing there perfect again. You don't have to hit them hard, do you, really? This is a very fast outfield.
So often when Mark Waugh plays well, Australia win. And he started to look pretty good in this innings. Got 60 odd against Scotland, but he really didn't ever look to be in dominating form. 3 4s now in this innings, and just asking how many balls to come. His last couple of shots have looked as though he's right back to his best. Oh, that's a magnificent delivery. That one didn't come in as all the others have done. That one went away. That was a beauty.
Yes, it was. It hit the seam and moved away. He bowled one of these the other day, knocked the off stump over. Just watch this go. So Mark Waugh really thought he had that one beautifully covered, and well, the movement just beat the outside edge of the bat. Lovely bowling.
It's almost unfair when they bowl at that pace and get some movement like that. Pretty good finish to the over.